10 p.m. right now, it's rainy, it's windy, the car park's gonna close in an hour, but let's do it. I'm 24 this year and I just bought my first car in Japan. There is a small catch though, but the story of how I got this car is definitely a story worth telling. But before that, I do want to give a quick shout out to the sponsor of today's video, NordVPN, for being an essential part of my Japan road trips. I always plan my routes and search spots to visit on the go, which means I'm constantly connecting to different Wi-Fi networks in cafes, convenience stores, and hotels. But here's the thing, public Wi-Fi isn't always safe. It is easy for people to snoop on what you're doing or even steal your personal information. That's why I use NordVPN. With just one click, it encrypts all my internet traffic so I can browse securely and privately no matter where I am. And with Threat Protection Pro, NordVPN doesn't just hide your IP, it also blocks malware, phishing sites, and even fake online stores that try to scam you. You don't even have to be connected to a VPN server for Threat Protection Pro to work. Plus, if I want to watch content from back home or access geo-blocked websites while abroad, NordVPN lets me connect to 6,000 plus servers across 60 plus countries. And yeah, the connection is super stable and fast, so nothing really slows down. So whether you're planning a road trip or just browsing at your local cafe, don't risk it. Get NordVPN's 2-year plan and 4 extra months for free with my link nordvpn.com/KEOTSANG. And don't worry, it is completely risk-free with their 30-day money-back guarantee. And with that being said, let's hit the road. Okay, so let's get the specs out of the way first. I'm sure most of you are interested in the car and not me, which I completely understand. This is a 2009 Subaru Impreza WRX STI Spec C. The Spec C is very important. It makes my Tinder profile a little bit more attractive to men. Now, I don't want to get too nerdy about it, but according to rumors online, this specific model is a limited production run of just 900 units and only limited to Japan market. But according to other sources, they say that they should have made around 1,600 to 1,700 units, which is not confirmed. So I like to think that I am part of a 1 of 900 exclusive club. And some rumors even say that there's only 280 units produced in white. So I like to think that I'm part of an even more exclusive club. So with all that being said, let me bring you guys back to the night before the pickup and tell you the story of how I got this car. The night before, I got off work and made my way to Yokohama to crash at my friend's place. This is my friend. We'll call him P for now. The English letter P. And this is his cat. We were both heading out to the BMW dealership the next morning. Him to pick up his brand new car, and me, I had a bit of a different mission. It's also my first time to see someone take delivery of a brand new car, and everything is super interesting for me as well. I love to say that I'm taking delivery of a brand new M3 competition touring, but no, my friend is. He asked me to come along and help him take a few photos and make a short video for him because it's a big day for him. But also, more importantly, is that he was handing me over his old car, which is the car you see in the beginning of the video. So we were kind of doing a swap. He gets his new car, and I get to drive home with his old one. To be honest, this car wasn't even on my radar. I always thought about buying a Toyota 86 as my first car. But to be honest, I didn't even think about buying a car in Japan in the first place because it's not really financially smart for me to do so, and also because I work at a car rental shop, my boss told me that you can just drive any car on the lot for transport, for work, or for entertainment, so you don't really need to buy a car, which is good for me because I can save a lot of money. But after I pitched the idea of buying this car from him, I did a little bit more research and found out that this is actually a pretty special car. It's rare, it's fast, it has all-wheel drive, it has 5 doors, and you know what they say, more doors, more hope. I also know that this is the most controversial version of the Impreza WRX STI because it's the only hatchback. I think this car is like durian, you either love it or you hate it, so there's nothing in between. At first, I also thought it looked pretty dull because we have one in the office, but with the right mods, especially what the previous owner has done to this car, I think it looks insanely clean.
Sometimes the right opportunity just comes along. But this car checked a lot of boxes for me. P has been living in Japan for 2 years, and this was his first car here. He took great care of it, he spent time, money, and efforts keeping it mint. It's almost done 160,000 kilometers. I don't know when I'm gonna join the blown head gasket club, but at least for now, everything still feels as tight as a drum. He modded it with taste and it's clean inside out, and you can tell that he really loved this car. But after getting the M3, he just couldn't keep this car anymore. He didn't want to sell it to a stranger, and he didn't want to sell it to my boss to turn it into a rental car because rental cars are very, very accident prone. He told me, I just wanted someone that I can trust to take care of it. So one night over dinner when I was doing video work for him, I said, what if I buy it from you? I'll take care of it, and if one day you want it back, you at least know where it is. He smiled, and we made a deal on the spot. He gets to hand off his beloved car to someone he trusts, and I get to own my very first car in Japan. He even sold it to me for super cheap, as long as I help him out with some video work for his business every now and then. He runs a luxury vintage bag store in Yokohama, so if you're looking for any second-hand designer goods in Japan, definitely check out his shop. I'll leave a link below. It's not sponsored, he's just a real one.
Seeing my friends sell this car to me reminded me of when I sold my first camera. Even when I bought a new camera, I held on to it for a bit because there was a very strong sentimental attachment to it. So I ended up selling my camera very cheaply to a friend that I know and trust, and I told him if the camera ever breaks, or if you're gonna upgrade to a new camera, let me know, I'll buy the camera off you, I'll hang it on the wall, I'll put it at home, whatever it's gonna be, I'll have it back. This is his first car in Japan. I'm sure it created just as much memories as my camera did for me. And he just wants to know that his car is still being driven, loved, and taken care of. And I guess I took up that responsibility. This car came with a little bit of emotion, but I guess that's what makes it special.
So the moment that we both got the keys, we took the cars for a drive. We grabbed lunch, then headed straight for Hakone Turnpike.
我見你啱啱踩上嚟，即係過咗俾咗錢之後，我唔知踩幾多啦，跟住呼一聲嘅就我唔係地台嚟㗎，嚟啊！哇 ，Sport Plus Mode 啦呢啲。
Just two friends driving on mountain passes and enjoying the roads. He wanted some last photos of the Subaru, and I wanted a first taste of what it felt like to finally own a car that's mine.
你要做多一樣嘢咯，你每一個用六角匙開面頭嗰塊蓋先喎。
哦，呢個貼紙，
呢個貼紙好撚貴㗎，幾千円㗎要。
你自己黐上去㗎？我
自己黐上去㗎。
哦，
係咪好撚平衡咧？
我以為係個原裝
唔係㗎，唔係㗎。
Even though I've driven a lot of cars through work, this one felt very different. This was my car, my keys, my seat settings. No one else was going to rent it tomorrow, no Bluetooth to disconnect, no extra checklists in my head. For the first time, I could just drive. the trip parked right in front of Mount Fuji. The timing was perfect. The sun dipped behind the mountains and the sky turned orange gold. As cheesy as it sounds, I don't think that I could have asked for a better way to end the day. So yeah, this is my first car. This is my Subaru WRX STI Spec C. No, it's not the most expensive, it's not the fastest, and it's definitely not the newest. But for once, I'm not just borrowing a car. This car is actually mine, and that alone makes it special. And I can't wait to drive it back to work tomorrow.
First things first, I have to straighten this number plate because it's driving my OCD a little bit insane. The screw is very, very tight. I don't want to break anything. And then use a little bit of tape to tape it back on for now because the plate's going to be changed anyways. But I just want to make sure that the plate doesn't just fly off randomly while I drive. Well, temporary fixes. It's kind of straight now. And I'm just going to put it back on with some double-sided tape, and I guess that'll do for now. Oh, tight. There you go. It's back on. Looks kind of fine. Well, at least it's not doing the boing boing anymore.